Mr. Krabs and Driller 1 competing to be our #1 miner. Who's going to win? Realistically, it's Driller 1. But at the same time, Mr. Krabs has a special place in my heart. A hard worker, a beating heart of this colony. Unfortunately, he is extremely out of date and is probably going to be out of service in the next couple of episodes. But hey, welcome to the Mechanoid Mastery Series, episode 9. And wowee! Yes, Mr. Krabs is totally obsolete, and yes, Driller 1 is totally obsolete. I have had a comment saying that we can install the quarries mod, and they will work at quarries. I'm going to hold off on that for as long as humanly possible, because I find the quarries mod to be just slightly too overpowered, and I slightly don't want to have to deal with the overpoweredness this series, because it kind of ruins things. So the plan for today is hopefully to get some prisoners? Hopefully get some visitors for our hotel. We've put all this effort in and nobody's turned up yet. I kind of hope that we haven't broken something. Otherwise, I'm going to be pretty sad and that all of this time has gone to waste. Otherwise, the plans for today are just going to be accumulating more resources, more robots, and more mechanoids so we can then defeat the Apocryton. Once we defeat the Apocryton, that will allow us access to all the mech tech stuff and we'll be able to do pretty much everything. And I think we need to find another end goal to assist in this series. At the moment, we're kind of just ambiently existing, creating an economy, and there's nothing else going on. What is Jones doing here? What is Jones's purpose? Is Jones now just a glorified nursery worker? What does Jones do? Hopefully we'll find that out today. Who knows? So if you enjoy any of today's episode or are excited to see us progress to new technological eras, consider liking, subscribing, and tell your mum about it. Let's get into things. We've now also managed to research the Android charging station. So what this basically does is that you can have it, say, in the middle of this room here, and all the droids can charge off it as if it is a linkable. So this leads into our ultimate plan of having everything put out into separate areas and having everything very much just sort of micromanaged. What we can now do is have a charging station by these deep drills. I'm not going to do it for this one because this one's nearly ran out, but say for this deep drill here that has got quite a lot of it left, we can put a Android charging station right next to it. We can have an Android literally live in this area here, so it sleeps here, it does everything, so it can maximize the drill efficiency. If we do that for, say, all the other locations of plasteel, like down here, it then means we can maximize the time efficiency and everything and get as much plasteel as humanly possible. And at the end of the day, these drones, they don't care. They have no needs, they have no emotions. Kind of like me, honestly. No needs, no emotions. All I do is sit. Too deep, an infestation of vibrations from your deep trails have angered some underground insects. Well, this is easy peasy. We send Robert over here. He brings all the mechanoids and we just deal with it. Like, is this really a problem? No. We have Big Mama. Now, someone else did comment as well and suggested that maybe Big Mama herself is the cause of a lot of issues we're having because we're not meant to have her. I don't want to get rid of Big Mama. I'm scared to. I love Big Mama too much. If there's a way I could just decommission her, that would probably be even better, honestly. Clean Sweeper 2, 1 and 2. Are you just dealing with? Yeah, it is the War Queen. Yeah, so yeah, Big Mama doesn't even do anything, just out of curiosity. She's broken, like, completely. She's not, like, attacking or anything. Yeah, I think Big Mama's the issue. Big Mama! Big Mama, what are you doing? Oh, I don't want to have to get rid of Big Mama at all, though. That's my problem. I really don't want to get rid of her. But for the greater good, I might have to just decommission Big Mama. Permanently disassemble Big Mama. But we will recover a lot of stuff from her, which is nice. Oh, Big Mama, I'm so sorry. This hurts. But it's for the greater good, Big Mama. It's for the greater good. Robert has lost control of War Queen Mech Big Mama. We did manage to get a nanostructuring chip, though, which is very nice. And we don't actually have one of these yet. Really? This gives us Ultra Mech Tech. Excuse me? What? That should not exist. That is broken. That should not be the thing. So I've already got access to Ultra Mech Tech. Jones, look at his eyebrows. You can tell he's unimpressed at me. So I've now got Ultra Mech Tech. And I missed this completely because I didn't study the chip originally. That's probably what broke the game. Well, anyway, we can now queue up Ultra Mech Tech. Nice. Robert is now working himself on a centipede gunner to replace Big Mama. You know, of all the replacements to have for Big Mama, a centipede gunner is definitely a worthwhile one. It's just going to take 6 gestation cycles. Jesus. Robert's decided to go on a corpse session. Robert has lost his motherfucking mind and has grown to venerate corpses. He's going to dig up a body, preferably one with decayed flesh, loosely sagging off the bones to present it all for all to see. This has happened because of poor mood. The final straw was recent conquest. So because Robert hasn't gone and just... Don't dig up Gerald! Don't take Gerald! No! I'm just going to arrest him, honestly. I'm just going to arrest him. Don't dig up Jean. Arrest him, quickly. Right, we did it. Jean, let him go. And this caravan from Miakin Biram is approaching, and they're a slaver. And one of the people there is the father-in-law of colonist Jones and the grandfather of Robert. The Jones family tree is ever expanding, and now that we know that one of them is a slaver, I'm not sure how I feel about that, honestly. There we go. See, the first android charging station has been built. So I think the idea is that I can force the androids to recharge here, and they will recharge here if they need to. So ID 280 and ID 155, this is your new home. You're going to be living in the dump. That's your life now. There's no need for them to leave. All they're going to be doing is just digging and breaking chunks and set you an area. This is all you can do. This is where you live. You just stay here, do your jobs, and behave, I guess. Okay, so and just to check with the hotel, we are allowing new guests. I have turned this off and on. Hopefully this now means that they will join. I've also turned off refuse guests until guest beds are built. We have the guest beds are built, but just in case, I've also turned that off as well. There's every reason why people should visit. It's a lovely commune we've got. It won't be long until we have a steady supply of drugs as well that they'll all be able to consume at their own heart's desire. Another job we could do, actually, is make Jones and Robert their own better bedrooms. Robbie, Bobby, and Jean, and Gerald, they are all, and was, ascetic, therefore they are quite happy living on the floor. But Jones and Robert, they desire the finer things in life coming from a more futuristic background. So let's prep them a couple of bedrooms here. We already have our sleeping area up here. If we give them maybe some like nice looking houses, they might be happy with that. There you go, there's their bedrooms planned out. So they've got their living space here and a bedroom at the back. They're going to be given the best bedrooms you've ever seen. And they probably deserve it as well. Jones definitely deserves it with all the hardship he's experienced in his life. Robert? Who knows? The cannibalistic wimp inside, does he really deserve this way of life? The way of the man pork has probably twisted him in one way or another, but hey, he's Jones's son, he probably deserves it. Yep, so the android chargers are working. So ID 218, ID 155, they're sleeping here, living here, working here. They know nothing else. I may as well actually uncap them as well in terms of just making stone blocks because, well, you've got nothing else to do, have you? There we go. We've now got another android station set up near this deep drill as well. What I could do, actually, instead of having lots of deep drills for lots of different sections of Plastia, what if I just focus all the deep drillers on one area? It would probably make things go like a lot quicker. And another slaver as well. There's 2 slavers we've had so far. The father of Reddy. Wow. What? Reddy is a baby that we got from an egg. How? That's not possible. Reddy came from an egg. Father is Austin Hunt. How did you lay an egg? How did you lay an egg? How did you know somebody that laid an egg? You've gone interspecies, my friend. You are an interspecies abuser. Are you disgusted? So we've now got ourselves our little individual areas for our android. There's 4 deep drills working here. Are there 4 androids here? There are 4 androids. They're all sleeping on top of each other. They've taken a page out of the monk's book of sleeping with each other. Don't read too much into that. I know what we're doing here. We can just get loads more androids and get them on different deep drilling. We could have deep drilling teams. Oh, that's such a good idea. If we get like another 4 androids made and they can be deep drilling team 1 and 2. So if we rename all of these the drillers, number 1 or number 2, etc, etc, and then they are just numbers to us, which is what they should be. They're just basic drones. There you go. So they're all going to be called driller, and then the 1 determines what team they're part of. So I'll do the same with the stone cutting ones, and they'll probably be just like SC1. So we've really just completely dehumanized these androids. Now, yes, they are wearing human clothes, but SC1? That's not a name. That's a label. That's all you are now. Just little drone workers. Oh god, this is getting really bad. Are we actually the good guys? We're now just abusing these androids that have got some form of sentience to just work all day and night and make them sleep on the floor. If we don't have an android rebelling, I don't even know what's going on. And Robbie is now gestating us as the first advanced fabricor. So the advanced fabricor has got a work skill of 16, which will pretty much make all crafting obsolete for our people, depending on how fast or slow it will go. Jones is now building the mech band dish. You know, I feel like we are probably actually ready to fight the Apocryton. We have so many Mechanoids now. We just have so many. And I kind of want to see the behemoths in action. We'll have 2 by the time we probably get to summon him. And I've got high hopes. I genuinely think we could obliterate them. And there it is, the mech band dish. So now what we can do is summon mech threat, the Apocryton. So it'll be 6 Minotaurs and 5 Scythers. Nothing too bad at all. But the Apocryton has got the heavy shield unit and can resurrect other Mechanoids. So it's kind of a bit scary, but not at the same time. We have 15 Falcons at the moment. How many Minotaurs have we got left? And 6 Minotaurs. So we have roughly maybe 26 units, including our Martial, Scythers, and Behemoths. Nearly have enough. How long till we get the next Behemoth? A couple of days, and then we can get a couple of Falcons in that time. Once we get the second Behemoth, then we'll summon the Apocryton. In a desperate attempt to get more people, and get anybody to come to our hotel, I've now lowered the prices of some of the beds to 0, some of the prices to 10, and the big bedrooms to go down to 20. I don't know what I need to do to get people to come. Please, please come to my hotel. Please, I've got everything set up so nicely. There are things to buy. There are capes and shoes and hats and all those exciting things. Come on, guys, you know you want to. I've now set up a second deep drilling team, with the first one being ID726. This will be the Driller 2 squad. If you have 2 parties, I reckon, of drillers, then we can try and maximize the amount of resources we can get by like a long shot. At the moment, ID, with your cape and looking so... You're riding a Muffalo. We have an android riding a Muffalo. He's just like, oh, for fuck's sake. Not another android. Look at him. He's so cool. Do we have a main character in our midst? He's so cool. I can't have you be part of the drilling team now. You've made too much of an impact on me. Oh, ID726. You know what? You can have freedom. You can have freedom, my friend. I'm willing to do that because you've just impressed me too much. Oh, ID. I didn't want to have to keep one. I shouldn't. They always say don't get attached, and I've done it. I've got attached. Looks like we've got a class system within the androids now, which is never a good thing. So now I've given him his own little bedroom, ID726. He's gonna have a little charging pod, his bedroom charger, his mechanic cabinet. I'm gonna give him a dresser for him to put all of his swanky clothes in, an end table to store things in. Oh, he's gonna be so happy. So we now have another issue as well with the androids. We don't have enough chunks on the map anymore. We've gone through them all. They've done it all, which is unbelievably quick. Quarry mod is calling to me. We can get stone chunks from that. Mr. Krabs will have purpose again. After looking at things to craft, we have a mech gestation processor. So this increases gestation speed up to 6 times. And all it requires is a signal chip and 6 components. So initially this does sound very expensive, but we are quite flush for resources all of a sudden. If we can get 6 of these at a time and install them into everybody that's gestating mechs, we could increase our gestation speed tenfold, especially with Robert. I probably will only do it for like Robert and Jones. Ooh, we have a very interesting quest come up. A trader is calling and a pack of 15 wild huskies are hunting him. And the reward for this is a Psylink Neuroformer. Now, do you know what would be really interesting? If we could give ID726 a Psylink Neuroformer. I'm quite tempted to accept this just to see what happens, because if I can give a robot a Psylink Neuroformer, that'd be so cool. Chemistry has been complete. We have now started going straight into drugs and narcotics. We can now actually make nutramine apparently, which I'm not too sure about. Research has been going pretty slowly because it is literally just Jean doing it. There's been so many other things to do. I've now queued up advanced power sources, ultra tech, and just all the android upgrades so we can try really get more and more resources. We now have the second drill squad online, so we are going to make one more because ID726 took the role of one of the drillers. So we should be getting like double the amount of plasteel we're getting in per second or per minute or whatever. Manhunting pack as well. So at the moment we have got 45 plasteel, but we are just constantly gestating mechs at the moment. And a manhunting pack of huskies have entered the area. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It also looks like they're going to be going for the drill androids. They're not meant to go for the androids because they are not humans. Ah, my drillers! No! Driller 1 died. Driller 1 has died again. Oh no. That's not good. Oh god. We do have traders here. They are going to be helping out quite a lot. They're not visitors to my hotel, unfortunately, but hey ho, doesn't matter. And yeah, that's pretty much all the manhunting huskies dealt with. So we did unfortunately lose a whole driller squad. What I'm going to do is just forbid their bodies, and then until we can craft some resurrector kits for them, then we can get them back. There you are, Robbie's resurrecting the first drone. We get them all back up, we'll be absolutely fine, and Robert is joining them as well. Perfect. And the pods have arrived with the following contents: a Psylink neuroformer. There it is. So, no way we can do it! ID 726 can become psychic. Oh. Oh, yeah, go on. ID 726 won't be able to use the Psylink while it has 0 psychic sensitivity. Can you make drones psychically sensitive then? Now that's one that we're going to have to research, interestingly enough. And we've created 2 of the mech gestation process. So if I select Robert, yeah, we can just implant them straight away into him. Just like that. Okay, he's done it. So what does that do? Mech gestation process. So gestation speed is plus 33%. Nice. So now that we're making nutra-amine by the hundreds, I've also now queued up a Psychoid plant farm here, and gestation is complete. Our second behemoth. We now have 2 behemoths. 2. Big Popper. What are you going to be? Little Popper? No. Big Brother. Big Brother. So we've got Big Popper and Big Brother. And there we go. All of our androids have now been resurrected from Driller Squad 1. So eventually they'll just get back up and they'll be absolutely fine. Doesn't quite make sense why the Huskies went after the androids, but hey. It is now morning. And who better other than Robert to summon in the Apocryton? Call it in, Robert. Show us your true strength as our #1 colonist. Show us. I feel great after one of our meals. They're so tasty. Well, you're about to have another meal with that Apocryton, my friend. And the Apocryton has been summoned. Be prepared. But the Apocryton has arrived. Oh, perfect. So the Apocryton is a psychically present mechanoid commander who can resurrect recently killed mechs and jump long distances. It carries a long-range toxic needle gun. Look at it. Look how cool it is. It floats. It floats in things. Gear, a heavy shield unit. Okay, mech resurrection charge. So we can resurrect all these mechanoids with it 30 times. That's pretty rough. Ideally, it doesn't do that. There's no way we have our first visitors. Our first visitors have arrived, and they're afraid to enter your territory because of mechanoids. If you send them away, they might stay in the area and come back later. I'm going to have to send you away. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, our first visitors, and we have to send them away. I've got all the mechanoids out here, just stood waiting for them to attack. I don't want to risk our colonists going out there just for them to end up dying. And the mechanoids from the Sinlin Mech Hive are beginning their assault. But what I've noticed just very quickly is the Advanced Fabricor down here is on a mission. The Advanced Fabricor can make drugs. We have now automated drug production. We are living in the 21st century, and you love to see it. The Scythers are getting involved. Where's the Marshal? Get the Marshal and the Scyther to go for the Apocryton. If we need to get those shields disabled quickly. Shields are down already, but it can jump away, which is not ideal. The Marshal is 1v1ing an Apocryton. We have a Marshal just 1v1ing it. Oh, all the Minotaurs and Falcons are dying, and then because they're all getting resurrected again. This is crazy. They are 2v1ing now. Both Marshals are going after the Apocryton. It's on 39% health. We've got a chance here. I'm about to bring the guys out of their little safety boxes, unfortunately, because the Apocryton keeps running away when out of range from it. And 15% health. And there it is. The Apocryton has been defeated, and the nanostructuring chip has been dropped. Now, we've already got the nanostructuring chip. We've already studied it. So basically, we haven't got anything out of this. Apart from knowing that we've defeated all of the mechanoid bosses now. We have ticked off the first objective from this series, to defeat all of the bosses. So on that fantastic note, we're going to call things here. Thank you very much for watching today. This episode didn't have as much action as I would have liked it to. But hey, it's okay. Because we are, next episode, now that we've got all the mech stuff on the go, we've got all of our driller squads, things are going to explode. I am going to install the Quarries mod as well, and we're going to get even more resources that way. So if you have any suggestions for any other goals you'd like to see us achieve this series, comment them. Let me hear them. So, and if you enjoyed any of what you see today, consider liking, subscribing, and make sure you tell your mum about it. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.